That was literally perfect timing for the AC vent to kick on right before this. Okay. Hello. I'm sorry, because I'm going to very much confuse some of you, I think. So let's cover some things first here. I see Wesley did a deck talk thing, and then it did not. I don't hear it. Why don't I hear it? I definitely ran it. One moment. It was working. Maybe I did stuff that broke it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me relaunch it. Okay, I don't hear it anymore. What? Why? Is it? Oh. Okay, there we go. That'll fix it. One moment.
Deck Talk is now online. End of line. Philpin subscribed at Tier 1. They've subscribed for 16 months. End of line.
Deck Talk's going through a punk rock phase. He's using overdrive. Deal with it. Okay. Wesley, thank you for the Prime sub and for... for 32.8. That's 40.
To CX subscribed with Prime.
Months.
They've subscribed for 34 months. And says FEO Deck Talk. Now throw them fingers up for 34 months of tangents and shame. End of
that
line.
Was easy. Boom.
Fallox subscribed at Tier 2. They've subscribed for 49 months. End of line.
Oh, there, that felt good. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay, Philip, thank you for the Tier 1 sub and for 16 months. Dzak, thank you for the Prime sub and for 34 months. Follow X, thank you for the Tier 2 sub there and for 49 months of hanging out there. I appreciate that. Okay. Oh, okay. I got some stuff to cover. How about let's go with the easiest one here, okay? So, you see these green bars? Nope, because they disappeared. See, okay, there we go. See those green bars? That's good. That's good. So, I got a new LTE modem for the office, and it's a big fancy MikroTik thing. And you know what? I can just show you. How about we do that? in theory, this should work. Let me try and activate that. And then perhaps this. There we go. Okay. So over here, we have MikroTik LTE modem. Look at that. We got 4 bars. I never knew how many bars I had with the LG one. And then the thing I was looking at there was the actual signal strength stuff, which turns out is doing pretty darn good. Now I'm just going to push a button over here to go back to that. Okay. Speed test flex incoming.
Document says CHEER 100. I still insist MikroTik should rhyme with necrotic. Also, all hail the PS/2. We've missed it. End of line.
Okay, I'm showing this first because hopefully this will make more stuff make sense. So here is the old Netgear LTE modem, which honestly kind of worked fine. I didn't really have too many complaints with it. But the other thing is modem, router, and Wi-Fi and network switch all in one. So it's a lot easier to maintain and a lot more powerful. Okay, is it loud or is it overdriven? Because I need a distinction there. Do I need to go
Illarco subscribed at tier 1. They've subscribed for 10 months. End of line. Avioa subscribed at tier 1. They've subscribed for 8 months. And says look at that beautiful IBM goodness, cheers. End of line.
Both. Okay, I will go make it slightly quieter. For some reason I can't control the thing here anymore. Okay, I am reducing the volume from minus 25 to minus 37 decibels. Okay. Ben, thank you for the 100 bits, by the way. And Illarkle, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 10 months. And Ovaway, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 8 months. I appreciate that. All right, so hopefully that will sound better. It is clipping much louder than the mic. Okay. Yeah, it's going to clip no matter what. So just ignore that. How loud it is, though, is irrespective of the clipping. Matter of fact, we're lucky it's working at all because when I came in here, the USB sound card that it plugged into was literally destroyed because the cables got caught on something and ripped apart and I had to solder connectors back onto it. So the fact that it's working at all is a miracle. Okay. Okay. You're making it sound like it was really loud. So I'll just go, I'm going to crank it down to minus 35. So we will have lost 10 decibels of deck talk. We'll just do the whole thing. Okay. All right. So we're all on the same page. I replaced the LTE modem in the office with a different LTE modem, okay? And that's what I did here. All right. That's the only change that's happened in the office. Okay. At home, I now have fiber internet. And that's what I did last weekend. So I'm going to make a long, painful, difficult story short and say that the room that the fiber was installed in was a room where the majority of the things that were needed at home but not needed every day got put, and they hadn't been touched since I moved. So in order to get fiber installed, it was moving part 2, in that the room needed to be basically completely emptied. So yes, no more coax cable internet. They are gonzo. It was very satisfying. Video looks a bit crunchy and low bit rate. Yeah, because I'm still streaming over LTE from the office. So that part is now completely solved. That was the most unreliable portion of my network. Now, my LTE connection from the office is still low bandwidth, or more accurately, low data cap. So fiber in the office, I can't control that. If it happens, it happens. It's just not available. How hard was it to cancel, Cox? They knew it was coming. It was easy. Streaming 4K now. Still LTE from the office. I could stream in 4K from home, but it's gonna look the same. So, yes, that is what I had to do. So I had to do a massive amount of work at home to get that working. And then the fiber internet stuff did not go particularly smoothly all on its own. So I'm still kind of working through that because what I'm working on is trying to figure out how to basically the AT&T modem sucks, and I am also using it as a router. And for those of you who don't know networking or know less networking than I do, I envy you. But I can tell it has problems, and I'm trying to figure out how to solve those problems. So, okay. Newfound appreciation of the magic of networking? No. Shelby, you understand why I spent my stream mucking around with a fiber channel switch? I don't know what fiber channel is. Combining the power of fiber networking, reliability of tape drive, and dash of added complexity. No, that just sounds like miserable. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys are just focusing on the camera so much. Why? Here, I'll just turn it down a little, and then, oh, look, now it's all crunchy. There you go. Just, I have to use...
Thrasher976 has subscribed at Tier 1. They've subscribed for 10 months, currently on a 10-month streak. End of line.
Hold on. There you go. So that's without the LUT. The LUT's on. It just looks like that. Just deal with it. Anyway. Yeah, Chloe, I know. Get a micro tick at home.
Chlorocoon says CHER 100. There's an SFP plus bit you can get with firmware to replace the AT&T fiber hub. End of line.
First off, Thrasher, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 10 months. I appreciate that. Okay. And Chloe, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay, the 8311 solution requires... it's still too loud. Okay. One moment. Minus 45. Oh. Okay, this time I actually turned down deck talk. Okay. The only thing I have at home is a MikroTik CRS 309. That is an SFP Plus switch. Whatever you think about it being able to work as a router, no, it cannot. And then I need a Wi-Fi access point. So I have to figure out what I want to do for a router. Now I can't hear it.
End of line.
Ben, thank you for the 100 bits. I'd like it. Anyway, if I even attempted to put an 8311 ONT SFP emulator thing in my MikroTik CRS 309, it would overheat immediately because that does not have active cooling. So it just straight up cannot go into that at all. So currently, no, I am not planning on doing the ONT substitution. So there you go. I have to figure out a solution for a replacement router and for wireless access point. And I don't want recommendations. So, never able to figure out getting another router behind the AT&T router? Yeah, I know, right? Hold on, you said a different message. AT&T fiber work well enough. Other modem router combo is less than ideal. Separate modem from IdeaTek, my own choice routers working. Ooh, interesting. You just found a straight up third-party modem? Curious. But yeah, so the AT&T BGW 320 does suck. So yeah, that's the thing. Quad 10G SFP plus NICs. Well, that doesn't help me. because no, I don't care if they're free. I'm not doing it. Can't even imagine. Non-Verizon ONT. Yeah. Can we pay more bits for more deck talk loudness? Interesting. All right. So yeah. I'm still looking into that. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure the solution for a router is going to be a CCR 2004. By the way, I like MikroTik. I don't know if you noticed that. Turns out that that's kind of my jam, as far as doing the networking thing. Apparently, I like the hardest possible one. Actually, I like the one that has an operating system, and then that's it. That's the stuff. You got it. You want more options? They're free. No subscriptions. You can have all of the software on your own systems and everything. Like, so what I was showing you here, that is...
Says Wahoo Dash, did you get your networking sorted finally, or is this on an oldish setup? End of line.
Nesreal, thank you for the tier 1 sub here. I did kind of cover that. I will give an overview of everything before I get started. But thank you for the 46 months there. I appreciate that. Of tier 1 sub, Nesreal. All right. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, everything is... yeah, I like everything about how MikroTik stuff works. So I'm thinking about a CCR 2004, which is going to be expensive, but it has dual 10 gig SFP interfaces, which means I can plug the SFP ONT into one and then plug the other into my CSR 309 for actual 10 gig propagation. Well, Matt, good news, I don't know anything else, so it's not different to anything to me. So yeah. Now the downside is I don't know what I'm going to do about Wi-Fi, because that part sucks. Spies of Mud, I am actually not giving you the full model number. So the CCR, or the switch, is technically a CSR 309-1G-8S plus. And then the other one, the router, is a CCR 2004, and then it will be 16G-2S plus dash U? Is that what it is? There's an actual model number, which is the CCR 2004, and then the rest of that describes what the configuration is, how many ports, what the ports are. So if you just know the first part, you don't need to know the rest of it. But if you want to be a nerd and spout off all of it, you can do that. So yeah. Yeah, best thing, you don't really need any other LAN cable to management. App can connect over Mac. Yeah. So caps map, some caps are haps. Yeah, so that's the thing. I was looking at that router when you mentioned the name. Yeah. Looking at recommendation, Unify APs. Yeah, I really don't want Unify. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I'm going to end up with MikroTik, though, because everything they have is like 4 years old. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I know I'm pretty sure I don't want Unify. So... okay, last thing is that one of the reasons I kind of like the MikroTiks, and eventually at some point I will be able to have a WireGuard set up where I will have the office and my home routed between each other, and then the machines will just be able to access each other directly over a hardware VPN connection, and it will be amazing. I'm like this close to figuring out how to set it up, and part of the reason why I got the MikroTik LTE thing here was to make that happen more. Also because that is literally the only one that was ever US FCC validated, and we live in the best timeline, and there's probably never going to be another one. So, yes. Is that a Japanese copy? Yes, it is. Okay, so final overview of all of the networking stuff. Here at the office, I have a MikroTik. The model number for this doesn't really make sense. A MikroTik Chateau LTE-6 US. That is what that thing is. It is an LTE modem, wireless access point, router, and kind of a switch all in one. So it's doing the... I hate that I know all of these things. The DHCP, the NAT, the LTE modem, and then I have routing stuff, which what's really fun with MikroTik is that you have to set up all of the routes when you first get it. So that's cool. Yeah. And then at home, it's just basically the same, but instead of a Cox internet thing going in, it's an AT&T fiber thing. So eventually it'll change more at home, but for right now, that's basically it. So, yep. All right. Site-to-site VPN stuff's lovely. Yeah. VPN endpoint live at your router is indeed very nice. Yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it. So one of these days, but yeah. So, all right. Now let's talk IBM PS2. Okay. Which means, it should have a quick start. It does, but for some reason, it never adds a route to send all traffic out to the WAN. I don't know why. You would think it would make sense to do that, but they don't. All right. Hold on. I'm just going to launch some things. Okay. Oh, you like MikroTik because it forces you to do networking? It's an interesting concept. I like MikroTik because it gives you all of the tools directly. I like that it's not overly GUI as well, even though I am using it through the GUI. I don't want to use the CLI. I don't care. Microsoft switches really wanting to know they run Linux networking. Maybe that's part of why I like them too. Okay. This. Okay, I haven't actually turned this on yet today. Let's see if it turns on. That would be cool, right? There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I haven't done anything with it since the networking nonsense. Here's a fun thing. I fixed the floppy eject doodad. Here, I guess I can show you this with the close-up camera. Hold on. Hopefully this works. Fun fact, when you change your router, all your IP addresses change, especially when you change them wonky, weird stuff like I did. Let's see. Hey, that works. That's crazy. Everything in the office is now 192.168.10. blah, 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 in preparation for merging the DHCP between the two networks. Here, I'm going to do, I think, this. One moment. Let me flip around a monitor so I can see what OBS is sending out. Yes, that was correct. Okay. Network is all Linux boxes, hearing support contract and out of support. But see, with the MikroTiks, the magic is they only make one software product. And it just runs on everything. Oh, okay, here, let me show you a thing really quick. It's pretty cool. First off, yeah, there's a GoTech in there. It works, whatever. I don't really care that much about that. Hey, look at the real floppy drive. If I put a disk in there, it does this crazy thing.
They've subscribed for 39 months, currently on a 39-month streak, and says 39s. Like a finger puzzle. End of line.
Schmide, thank you for the tier 1 sub, and for 39 months. I appreciate that. DZAC 10 dot is for VPNs, not for physical networks. See, there's the difference. Look at that. The button works. Whoa, crazy. At some point, the metal tab had actually gotten bent and pointed up. So I just pulled out the floppy drive and bent it back. Also, all of the tabs on the faceplate are breaking and it's about ready to fall off the front of the case. So that's cool. High in your pref list for that exact reason. I can see that. Yeah. Okay. CLI is near enough to what RouterOS looks like. It's really, really close, except for some sub-menus that are like split out into their own things. Yeah, it's really close. And by RouterOS, I assume you mean Winbox and that stuff. Okay, let me plug video in, and then keyboard, monitor, power, blah, 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 blah. Let's get this usable again. Oh, I've done so much work on this thing, it's ridiculous at this point. Okay, so those of you who are in the Discord server, you are disqualified. No saying anything, all right? So, if you all remember, I scanned this as an image. And the whole goal was to get the software up and running to be able to show that scanned image on the computer. And I'm pretty sure I did that on stream at home, but I did get it working on stream, right? I was able to show the image on camera, on stream, pretty sure, right? Oh gosh, that's a big monitor. Is that what it looks like in color? Yeah. Okay. Look at it. It's beautiful. In that IBM industrial way. The physical hardware is the best part of this. All of the everything else is awful. Okay, so, okay. Oh. Dang it. I just had a realization. We got it working on stream last time. Okay, cool. Yeah. I just realized where we're at. And it's not this. That's for sure. Anyway, okay, so we got it. We got the image to display. Okay. Everyone who's here, guess how long it took in software, Discord viewers are disqualified, to take the scan and rotate it 90 degrees. Ben, there is no 8514 compatible CRT. That's the rub. We were using the RetroTink 4K, which I do have here, but I want a monitor. Let's see. All right, I'm watching while you guys guess here. I'm also looking for a monitor. See, there's a CRT, but I think I'm going to go with a beige LCD. I will say, I think only 2 of you have guessed over the actual time. Wait a minute. What about this? Model 70 was a classroom server. I'm going to count G-Pin as the winner here. It was 9.5 hours for this computer to take a scan of this at 300 DPI and rotate it 90 degrees. 3.5 hours. Okay, so I've got a Magnavox enhanced VGA monitor here. The enhanced part makes me wonder what this could do. I want to look this up. This might be pretty close to 8514 compatible. That's bad coding. It's a 16 megahertz 386. But also probably yes. Well, actually, definitely yes, because it should just be moving bits around. Okay, let me see if I can find any information about this thing. Just getting it rotated would be faster. Actually, but you can't though, because the platinum's not wide enough. Okay. Philips. There's a FCCID. Oh my gosh, the model number is ridiculous. CM 2015 JS01. I just want to know if I can do 1024 by 768 interlaced. Really? Literally 0 Google results. Are you kidding me? None? Oh, it's CM, not CM, or NCM. Come on, there we go. And some idiots have listed it as a VCR, so Google, stupid AI, thinks it's a VCR. Because we have the dumbest world. I'm just going to try CM 2015. CRT. Whatever FRT is. CRT. Wow, it is impossible to find any information. What's the phone uptime? It was updated recently, so I don't get to control that. So took 3.5 hours to have Math Co-Pro. No, it does not have the Math Co-processor installed, but that should make literally no difference. Here, Digital Ice Edge, I'll just take a picture of the back of the monitor. Boop. Wow, was that blurry? No, thank gosh. Good thing for bright lights. There you go. Would Math Co-Pro help? It shouldn't. It should all be integer math. Sensible approach is break image into tiles. Rotation becomes easier. I mean, the sensible thing is to just do it with bits. Not do whatever on earth they did. Okay. So again, here's the problem, okay? This monitor is true VGA 640 by 480. And the video card that we have in there is the IBM 8514. That outputs 1024 by 768 interlaced, which is a very weird sync rate. And this monitor for sure would hate it. Now we need a multi-mode monitor to be able to sync to it correctly. Something like this, where it says enhanced VGA, which could just mean SVGA, I'm not sure, might be able to sync to it because it's going to support different sync rates. Now, the newer the monitor, the more likely it is to sync. So that thing probably could sync to it, but that thing is wired in over there. That is a composite monitor. That is a Magnavox. It's actually very similar to this one. Magnavox RGB monitor 80. If I remember correctly, it's whatever one the Amiga came with, but it's the OEM version. Their data layout is almost certainly the cause of dreadful performance. Admittedly, I have a sensor on disk image. My tests confirm that. Want to give me a lecture on subject sometime? Maybe Tuesday stream. Surely they tried to rotate images while testing it. So here is the secret. It doesn't take that long when the image fits in memory. I have actually rotated an image out or that can entirely fit within memory, and that goes almost instantly. If it has to buffer it to and from the hard drive, though, forget about it. It's just crazy slow. Amiga had interlace modes. I mean, it may have, but it probably weren't that high a resolution. HDMI to VGA adapter output, the register things connected to CRT. I'm thinking about it, actually. That was a thought that I had, because I could 100% do that, but I have to have the Extron DVS 510 in the mix, because I need to be able to set the output resolution. I cannot just do HDMI to VGA plain, because then it's just going to be 1080p or 4K, whatever, out of there. Okay. I'm going to guess you're having a hard time with that digitalization. No, not because it's taking a while, just because I couldn't find anything. I'm going to look for, somewhere around here, I have a gateway LCD. Should be very close. There it is, way in the back of here. And that will look more the part. Blah. There we go. There we go. No, it is not Digital Ice Age, just for the record. No, it's VGA only. So we'll go with this for now. I have no idea if this is going to be able to do it either, actually. This is where this gets fun. Hopefully this can, because it would be really cool to be able to actually use a CRT. But for the time being, we'll go with LCD. Maybe. All right, this needs a 12 volt. It needs a, found a thing. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's kind of really nice. Everything here is all on the same network now. Sometimes I would do some wonky, weird stuff. But now it's just all the same network. It's all connected. So we're set to 1024.768 non-interlaced. Intriguing. Whew, I don't know if it'll do the interlace then. SVGA, that's not what... SVGA is 800 by 600. I don't know why they were saying 1024 non-interlaced. That's curious that they actually specify non-interlaced, so. Huh. We'll see if this does it. If this doesn't do it, we'll try that. How about we go with that? Okay, I need a 12 volt power supply. One moment. Oh, I left my flashlight in here. 1068 seems to be somewhat common in the mid 80s, 90s for lower end VGA cards. For lower end? Yeah. Okay, EVGA was marketing term for 1024.768. Okay, I forget what, isn't it XGA is the official VESA mode? Internet supported it. Okay. We're slapping a CRT that'll blow up. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I got power. These specify non-interlace because people hated interlace modes. Cheap monitors couldn't do it. Non-interlace. Yeah, I'm sure about that. There's power. Okay. Buy IBM monitor. You will be missed. And hey, Lucky Bob, I saw you're here. I'm removing this monitor so it doesn't get murdered by the 8514 card. Just lining up all the IBM monitors over there now. Look, it's almost correct looking. If you don't look too hard. Think XJ was interlaced? Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Let's find out. For one, this will probably start up in color, at least. Yeah. So you remember the wonkiness we were having with the color capture before. I think the VGA splitter we have is solving that. Okay, now I believe I can do this. And then this. Okay. We're currently running Windows 3.1. Don't worry about that. I'm just going to test something. Yes. Okay. All right. Moment of truth. Win. And I don't think anything's happy. uh, 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 well, that's the other thing, though, is that it's not showing up through the video capture either. So it's I think the video is actually just not working at all. Scan rates, okay. Ooh, the scan rates are good to know. If I was in a thinking mood, I would calculate the scan rate for 1024 interlaced. But I'm not. Okay, well, this is fun. All right, we're gonna minor change of plan here. Oh, well. Yeah, I've never seen a blue screen on a Windows that early. That's kind of funny. Okay, let's try one more thing. Yeah, Matt, that is the sole reason I'm doing this, is that if it doesn't work, it's not going to murder it. LCD will be far safer. All right, we're going to configure Windows 2. Boom. And reboot. I'm kind of preparing with this machine already, and I set it up so that I can easily switch between a Windows 2.1 and a Windows 3.1 config setup. So I have Windows 286 installed, and I have Windows 3.1 with enhanced mode installed, and I can swap out my config sys and auto-exec files like
for
that.
49 months and says I didn't know PS/2s had flip screens. End of line.
I'm a cat, yeah. What the? Why? I wonder if maybe the monitor could be reporting something that's telling the video card, no, wait, stop, don't kill me. Ah. Also, I'm a cat. Thank you for the tier 1 sub and for, oh my gosh, 49 months. I appreciate that. Here's what I'm going to do. Boom, power off. And then I'm going to just unplug the monitor from my VGA splitter. And I'm going to turn it back on. And we're going to just see if with only capture, if it actually boots Windows. It is actually doing stuff. There it is. Well, Ben, that's the thing, is we know 100% for sure that the capture works fine with it. What the heck? The capture works fine with it. Why capture no worky? It thinks it's outputting DOS mode 720p graphics. No, it's not. Oh! Yeah, I apparently literally did a stream with it, and I've done a lot of testing after the fact with it. We developed a custom mode line for 1024 768 interlaced on stream. You know, let me make sure that moving the computer didn't... Okay, I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. Have any of you ever gotten a support call from a relative who built their first gaming computer? They're like, oh, this new graphics card is so slow. I don't know why I bought it. It's just as good as the one that came with the motherboard. I wouldn't make a mistake like that. I'm too knowledgeable about computers. No. I would never. By the way, I just got to show this off. It was meant to be. All three of these monitors have the exact same cable molding on the cables. I've talked about how I'm a weirdo and like that before, but it's still the truth. Okay, let's try this again, but with the 8514 connected. Yay! All right, take two. Need a sticker over the motherboard port, use GPU instead. If I were smart, I could probably find one of the VGA caps from one of my new VGA cables and just put it on the motherboard one. I should probably just do that. It's okay, as long as it's not a live stream, no one will notice. Yeah. That thing could have, no, it's even weirder than that, Phil. This is VGA and wonky IBM proprietary. There we go. Now it's blue. Ugh. But whatever. That's fine. It's there. You can't see it. There we go. Now we got video. And I need to click the phase button because it's completely different. Phase. Boom. There we go. All right. So now, win. And let's see. Monitor says no likey. Dang it. That didn't look particularly great for it either. So this wasn't even that safe. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think the gist of the Philips monitor is it's worth a shot. It's sinking, yeah. Sure the monitor will be fine? You would be surprised. It probably will, because I got to it quick enough. But if I left that monitor like that, it would probably blow out the LVDS drivers for the panel. Okay. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it's smart and it says no sinky instead of let's sink until I die. Also, poor IBM case. It was not meant for this kind of weight. Okay, I'm actually curious if it will show anything on the screen without configuring anything. Because that would make it a... That's, okay, that's the other kind of multi-sync CRT, all right. Well, here we go. I'm just gonna be ready to, like, rip the cable back out. Whoa, it did it. It made a sound like it didn't really enjoy it, but it did it. Okay. I'll take it. That is really horrifically focused, and I had to slam the it all the way to the side. So it may not be enjoying.
CHER 100 poor IBM case not meant for this weight. Have you met an 8514 AR20 kg? End of line.
I don't know what that is. Is that 20 cakes? That sounds like an okay amount of weight. The focus sucks. It's really blurry. And on camera it shows, yeah, well, we'll see what we can do about that. That is going to be pretty rough. So, first off here, yeah, that's super duper bad. Okay, hold on. So does that look fuzzy to you? It's around 44 pounds? Okay. All right, let me see what I can do. Because we kind of, like, don't have a choice. Looks fine to me. I don't know what you guys are complaining about. Okay. This might suck. Wow, that is so slow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is awful. Ooh, I think we're close to something here. That's 270. I'm gonna on the camera. $265. 260. 250. Ooh, we're real close. 245. That's too far. 247. 248. 249. Okay, that's slightly over. 248.5. Boom. What's up? Okay, there we go. Now you can explain how a light pen works? I'm not doing that. Someone else is already doing that. Okay, for my own sake here, I'm going to take a picture of the shutter config. That way I know what to do when I need to continue filming. Yeah, the developer of Marty PC, Glorious Cow. Yeah, he's doing a lot with those. All right, so now let me pop it in there. Oh, look, it's beautiful. Oh my God, that's awful. Okay. I think the answer is 124.25. Nope, that's not the answer. Also, oh, I don't think I said it, but thank you for the 100 bits, Chloe. There's got to be a half rate, though, right? Or is there not a half rate? 248.5. Is it just not possible? Because, like, let's say a 30 hertz signal. No, I don't want double. I don't want to oversample. I need it to... I want it to have the... Oh, wait. Yeah, no, you're right. Shutter speed versus time. Yeah, okay. Okay. So what I want is to drop this to 30 frames per second video. There we go. Fixed. All right. That will work. It's just horrifically sluggish. There we go. Gosh, it's so bad. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Don't forget a photo. It's the same thing, just drop it to 30. That's how it works. So that's the benefit to shutter degrees versus shutter speed. Looks fine. So what you can't tell is how this is like 20 frames per second exposure or something like that. It's really, really, really slow. Okay. Now, for kicks, and just to demonstrate it here, publish, image edit. We are going to have to reinstall image edit here. But that's a different problem. I'm just going to phase this really quick. That looks worse. One moment, I have to fix the capture. There we go. Okay. It's cinematic, yeah. I gotta say, this is horrifically unpleasant to look at in person. It does, in fact, suck. All right, here we go. So let's load the Sonic image. Yeah, it's flickery. It's mostly flickery when you, like, move your head, though. Okay, open, and Sonic. Now, here is the thing. This is something we have never seen before. This is 64 levels of grayscale on a real display, and in particular, a CRT. This is the real setup, exactly how this is meant to work, just with a weird monitor. It's probably a fairly accurately close monitor. Oh, again, it's more when you move. Because when you stay in one spot, your persistence of vision holds it there. Okay, so now we're going to view fit in window. Look at it. It's beautiful. This is exactly how we are meant to be tortured. Yeah. People use monitors, really slow phosphors for this. I don't actually know what the 8514 would have been, but it was color, so probably not. Because it would have been it was probably difficult enough to get the phosphors to all play ball as it was. Oh, that looks so good. That's so good. Oh, man. All right, now we're going to do 33% size. Then I want to look at the DX. Well, I wasn't zoomed in enough. It is horrendously slow. Have you tried with an old LCD monitor? OLN, we just tried it with this Gateway one, and it was going to murder it to death. So yes, and the answer is do not. Well, I mean, it's definitely going to depend on the monitor, but that particular monitor said, good Lord, no, please stop. Okay, I want maybe 75% actual size. Yeah, I've been trying to find man, that does look really, really good. My gosh, that looks so good. Seriously. Look at that. Like, consider the fact that every single part of this is meant to be from 1988. Sure, an Extron will gobble up the signal just fine. Here is the RetroTink 4K doing that. Having a blast with it. You can also see the color depth there, how the banding is so much better on that. But we've already kind of looked at that. New hotnesses on CRT. I can feel Sonic staring into my soul. That's how good the quality is. Guess modern scanners use the same optics, just better sensors. No, they don't. Modern scanners use CIS, I think is the term. Sensors, which are contact image sensors, they're different. So there you go. The man, that's a lot of static. The gradient here is where this really shows its stuff. Yeah, this is excellent. Oh my gosh! I am so sorry, camera. It just really static charged me a lot, and then I murdered the camera. Just
They've subscribed for 48 months, currently on a 44-month streak, and says season IBM PS/2 Model 70 HD ready certified. End of line.
Olan, thank you for the 48 months there of tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. I killed the image for a few frames. Yeesh. What did we change to get to this stage versus the last attempt? That depends on what the last attempt is. Higher end scanners still use CCDs? Yes, like the A-Vision does. Very good for 88. I'm sure there's better stuff somewhere, possibly. I mean, yeah, there definitely would have been, but this like existed. You could go buy this. Well, Daft Punkle, I had it displaying in Windows 2 like this on stream last time I streamed. It's been a lot that happened between then. I don't remember much. Okay, we do have an actual objective here today, though. Even though it was kind of a catch-up thing. So the actual objective today is to connect the scanner to the machine, and then it's goo from the tape on there, and it's collecting dust and turning dark. Anyway, scan from within this software. That's the goal. So, let me pull the thing farther back. Let me shut it down, and then we're going to have to reinstall IBM Image Edit and configure it with a scanner. Oh, you know what? Here, let me show you something really quick. It said it took 9.5 hours to rotate this image. You want to see it rotate an image almost instantly? I'm going to load the world's most appropriate image. Gee, I really wish I could have a different image to load for this, but this is the one that it comes with that is shown in publications with it. So I have no choice. All right. So, this is the IBM demo image for this machine and this software. Yep. And we're going to rotate this image sideways. So we can go to Options. We can go to Edit, actually. We can go to Orient. And then we're going to click the Rotate and then go. And because this image is small enough to fit entirely in RAM, boom. So when it doesn't have to do hard drive caching, it works great, even on a grayscale image. Okay, and there we go. Do I wish or save changes? Nope. And boom, back to color, which is kind of wild. All right. Must not yet. No, don't. No, nope. This is on my Windows session. Yes, please. All right. And now, flickers. And to solve this, I'm just going to go back to video capture. We'll do... Boop. We'll do capture for DOS and not capture for graphics. That way, I don't have to change a bunch of stuff all the time. Anyway, from here, I can shut it off. And now, we can configure hardware. I pressed the wrong button, and now it's going to mess up all my stuff. ARM cam and RT4K. Okay. That's such an IBM choice. It was 1988. All right. So all I'm doing here is plugging power into the scanner. Digital Ice Age, I do have it here, by the way. It's in my van because it weighs 1,000,000 pounds, and I'll bring it in tomorrow. I didn't feel like dealing with it today. But I'm really confident they're very similar. However, I will say I'm also very confident that IBM is the OEM of the scanner sensor, because we know Canon was the OEM for the ScanJet, and there is no chance on Earth anyone would have made a ScanJet compatible scanner if they had to build in a whole capture card. So that occurred to me. So the scanning engine is IBM's own insanity. All right, here we go. Firing up the 3119, which the more I read about this thing, the more I adore it. It's insane. All right, here we go. Boom. Go to capture. It's still outputting blue. It's probably the VGA splitter at this point. You know, it just occurred to me. I can totally just put this right there and hide all my GoTech crimes without even having to open it up. It's really difficult to pop that in. No, I'm not going to do it. Okay. All right, so back to capture here. Mystery person ever get back to you? Nope. It's not so much mystery, although it's kind of mystery. So I mean, you're probably more accurate or better off doing the way you did it. But yeah, those power switches are absolutely adore. Yeah, they're pretty great. Okay, so now we need CD setup. Because it's been a little while. CD image edit. Okay, and then I think we do. Oh God, it's been so long. Install? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure it's install. There are 3 models for GoTech and a PS2 frame. Download and print one. I don't really want to leave it there long term. Because I have the compact flash card thing. There's not enough. This is why I have the GoTech in here. Because the stupid IBM install program is, well, stupid. I should have image edit on the flash drive here. What are you trying to do here? I have to reinstall it to add the scanner. That's a cute mouse. This just got more complicated. All right. Let's go find out if I have the image edit images on. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I might have them on my laptop over here. For the record, my only goal today is just to get scans working in Windows, and then we will actually like do some demonstration stuff. I realized that there is no way I can make this video without just scripting the whole thing. So the live recording element here is kind of gone because it's all horrendous. So I'm focusing less on that now. All right, computer, IBM, PS2, and then, nope, I don't have that here unless it's under IBM PC, software, graphics, IBM image edit, perfect, okay. Flash drive, shift delete, copy some files. IMA is such a weird disk extension. I get why. It's just weird. Okay. How do you rename an in-place file in OS2? I got no idea. I've never used OS2. Give you all the commands to do it manually. If you already have it on the GoTech, it's quicker to not to. Wait, what do you mean if it's already on the GoTech? I didn't have the images on the GoTech for image edit. I just had to pop them on there. I did, you know, like a weirdo. I probably had Yeah, I had real floppies. I guess I could have just used the real floppies. Huh, that probably would have been fine. Whatever. Can fract int use? I have no idea what that is. Anyway, dir. And now, boom. Okay. Pretty sure I just run install. So, because we already have the display stuff set up. So, install. I'm going to have to close this instantly as soon as it starts. Yeah, escape, quit. That was a good trial run. Yeah. Okay, back to C. CD, C, there, dir, and then CD, IE, dir, and then I want 8514 W2. So IE 8514 W2. That's what I want. Okay. Back to B. Install. I pre-configured every possible version of the graphics drivers onto the hard drive already. That way I could just type in whatever path I wanted. Because it's all terrible. No, Ben. This is correct. Trust me. 1, to install image edit. Okay. Press any key to continue. Scanner installation happens in WinUI. It's global. What? What are you talking about? It's not right here? What's this? Where's my coffee? There it is. Yes, it's here. Okay. I think we're thinking different things. We're thinking different things. Don't worry, Ben. It's fine. So I'm just going to tell it 4. All right. Now copy into the doodad, but setting it, configures, lives, win99, not the, yeah, okay. Yeah. Please insert, oh, licensed program disk 2. Yes, mine is for sure licensed. Honestly, if I could buy a box copy of this, even for MSRP, I probably would. Just so we can have the documentation. This is the IE20 program that's not working before? Yes. Long story short, you have to run it off a floppy. Also, you know what would be super cool is if we could get the text reader software. If this is, oh god, is it Windows or Windows 286? I don't remember. I think it's Windows. Oh, I forgot. No, I don't remember where it's installed. I have to cancel the install and do it again. Did I? One moment. Did I post my config files for this anywhere? Oh man, I forgot I got the IBM manual user's reference guide for this thing. I didn't bring that. I can't scan it yet. Oh, great. I got no idea where my config thing went. All right, fine. I think it got buried under 3 weeks of networking. I can't remember if this is in Windows 286 or not. Well, just try it. If it's not Windows 286, then whatever. This is not, so type the name of the directory and press enter. Is it the full path? Win 286. Could not find the Microsoft Windows. Then it's probably Win 286. It's not a valid. It's probably just Windows then. Windows. We'll just hope for the best. No. Terminate. Yes. Okay, hold on. It's not like it's going to be that much of a pain in the butt. Durr. It's Windows and Win 3. There we go. All right, let's try this one more time. Okay, install. Oh, I guess I could have just specified a new scanner. Oh well. Now we're doing it. Okay, publish is fine. Page scanner. Okay, install is going. One nice thing about doing this from the GoTech is that I can see which tracks it's on. I mean, I can't hear it making progress, but you can get a feel for where it is in the thing. Okay, it is on C, it is Windows. That's a weird backup copy file name, but why not? Oh, it was a 1 or 2 digit number, sure, okay. Do not edit anything. Has been installed. For image edit. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to reboot because I don't trust anything. And we're golden. This outputs something really horrendous that the CRT absolutely hates during first power on. If I were using this computer daily in the normal use case where you'd turn it on once at the start of the day and then off at the end of the day, I would definitely turn the computer on first and then turn the monitor off after I heard the floppies seek. Okay, let's go back to this because we're going to launch Win. And here we go. We're going to see if we can scan in Windows. Here we go. IBM. I'm just going to throw something random on here. So there's a sample of some kind. And 3119 is now a file in here. I will load image edit. I will give it all of the RAM. I will full screen it. File, scan, IBM page scanner. There we go. Ooh, Okay, preview. Yes! Okay, is that far enough away? Okay, there we go. Because you got to remember, this is the coolest scanner that's ever existed. God, it's so awesome. Let me just look at that rail. Oh, it's 100% digitalized. It's just totally. I have full confidence. Oh, it's beautiful. Right there. We want that. And we want 300 DPI because we're crazy. And then gray. I'm not 100% sure what all these options are actually. It's kind of weird. So cool. It demands way more desk space than you expect. It would be kind of nice if it had like a little fold out like thing so you know how far over, but it definitely goes on that side. Okay, so we have, oh, this sucks so much to look at. Oh my gosh. What you can't see is, so there's the little gradations along the side for the page. I now need to touch something grounded and get zapped so I don't kill the camera again. Oh no. What can I, computer case, there we go. That should be grounded. Okay. It's really, really unpleasant. What intonation is that scanner? Awesome. Anyway, we want to scan gray. Ooh, we have different dither patterns. That's pretty sweet. Use gray response curve? What on earth? So we have bytes 60, 80. Oh, what? I had no idea what that is. Screen frequency 300. Let's just go with that. Okay, it's going to be 18 megabytes? No, 1.8 megabytes. Okay. Gray. I don't know. Maybe it's just full color or not full color. All right, let's scan. Let's see what happens. I don't know how this works, so we're learning together. There's not enough available memory. That sucks. Seriously? Okay, I'm going to select just the PC Magazine logo. There we go. That's smaller. I think it may have accidentally defaulted to the full thing, but we'll see what this does. Dude! Come on! How can it even scan the preview? We're going to select an even smaller amount. Ben, we literally cannot use the EMS card. It is impossible. Okay, we're going to scan just the magazine part. 78K. Okay, I want to point this out here. It says it's going to take 78K. That's it. Just 78K. That would fit in conventional memory. All right, something's not right. MX Shift did find the magic for it. Hold on. About, look at this. We have 5 megabytes of memory available. So for those who don't know, under Windows 2, we have this weird setup here. So we've got conventional memory free 82? Oh, is that because I'm running ImageEdit and it's using up all of it? Expanded memory free. What if we need free expanded memory? Maybe I don't want to completely fill it. What if it's something weird like that? Hold on. About. What if I give it only half? What if it's super dumb? Okay, hold on. File. About. Okay, we've got half of it free, and we've got some conventional memory free. Okay, so let's try this now. File. Scan. I'm not even going to preview. I'm just going to click scan. It's working now. I'm going to have to retest with a preview. Do I have the slider? I don't know. Hold on. File. New. Hey, hold on now. File. Scan. So I'm going to restart the software. Hold on. No, I don't want to save. Okay. ImageEdit. I'm going to leave this as is. File, scan, preview. Scan the whole platen. Hold on here. I want it to preview first. And then scan. Because technically, I never previewed or I never scanned without doing a preview before. So let's see. Nope, it just needs a... Dude, what the heck? Just when you thought it couldn't get any stupider. All right, let's try expanding the area. Close image. Oh, that's easier. Okay, file, scan. I'm just gonna do that. Scan. Okay. This may not work, because this would be, nope, that...
CRAZYBOY 2025 is gifting 1 tier 1 subs to Tech community. They've gifted a total of 19 in the channel. End of line.
This may just be the dumbest software of all time. Yeah, move it all the way to the left now. Turns out we put in all that effort for nothing. Getting the RAM working, that was the opposite of what we wanted. Oh man, this is so stupid. Oh, this performs very well though. Ooh, this is nice. Let's see, view, fit in window. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. All right. You guys ready? I'm gonna make a joke that I'm gonna recycle in the video, but you guys get to see it for the first time live, okay? I've got a bunch of CDs that I'm gonna scan the artwork for, or of. That way we have some reference images that were printed in really high quality. And I picked some extremely appropriate CDs for this. Like The Prodigy, Experience, and Scorpions, Crazy World, and Apocalyptica, Enter Sandman, and the actual album Plays Metallica by 4 Cellos, and Tears for Fears, Song from the Big Chair, and Injustice for All. There might be a slight trend with these. And to break that trend, yes, talk. There was color, yeah, so technically, Injustice for All is yellow here, and Scorpions is monochrome there, and then color through the door. Need more Black Album and White Album? Oh, man. This is pre-Firestarter. Jilted Generation would be a good one. Actually, I could go grab that. Actually, that would be a really cool one. I don't know why I didn't think of that. That might be the best one, even. There we go. Jilted Generation. All right, let's scan that first, actually. Dark Side of the Moon. No fire? Fire, no star. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and scan this. Looks like we're getting pea-sized hail. Ooh. This is just me trying to snipe PS2. All right, close image. Do I wish to save changes? No. All right, this should be pretty good, actually. Jilted Generation might actually be my favorite Prodigy album. It's real close between that and Invaders Must Die, because, good Lord, Invaders Must Die is just so good, but I kind of prefer the older style, but man, Invaders is good. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Preview. And I'm torn between making it easier to see the screen and also looking at the crazy scanner that moves the bed. Oh, look at it. It's so good. Okay. So, gray, go. Oh, yeah. My God, that's so good. What? Majenko, or not Majenko, sorry, Digital Ice Age. I think you've seen the contemporary reviews for scanners. This thing destroys them. don't know why I had your name in my head, Majenko, but yeah. I did not get it quite right. But man. Okay, so one of the things we can do, view actual size. No, we didn't scan it. They might be Giants album. Edit. Gray response curve. Here we go. No, you're good, Majenko. I accidentally called out your name. I didn't intend to. Okay. So I want to bump up the bottom a little bit. By the way, if you haven't seen this, this is how you do a response curve in this. You just draw what you want into this box. It's kind of crazy. Don't click equalize. I've never had it actually finish. There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's commit that. Now it's going to have to change all the bits. I actually don't know how long this is going to take. The other way it cheats by modifying the palette, going to the frame buffer. So it might take a little bit. Putting this album on now, I'm envious. I want to. I can in 17 minutes. That wasn't too bad, actually. Need a tablet and a ruler to do that properly. Okay, let's do a little bit of selecting and cropping here. Oh, something I haven't shown you all. You know what? Hold on. Cancel. View. No. It is maybe options. Yeah. Toolbox. So you guys haven't seen this before. So you can actually draw on the image. That's a thing. And what's really weird, okay, this is the craziest part about this, okay, I'm going to go ahead and erase some of the image here, all right? And then I'm going to open a dialog over this. Now, you've noticed before, it has to redraw the image after the dialog closes, but I want you to see this. It redraws the image intact and then reapplies what you have drawn on top of it. So it is storing vector data to then reapply afterwards. So this is oh, I can't remember a non-destructive workflow, which is really weird. So I'm going to go ahead and undo the two drawings here, which again, non-destructive workflow, that's kind of crazy that you can even do that. Oh, well, that's curious. Undo. Oh, there's only one layer of undo. Interesting. They stole your HP software, sue them? Yeah. Desiac, they're all like a 9.5 to 9.9 to me. So whatever order you want to put them in doesn't really matter. They're all excellent, except for everything after Invaders Must Die. And always outnumbered now, never outgunned. Now there's no way I can undo the drawing, so I kind of regret that. We're going to go ahead and close this, and we're going to rescan the image, and I'm going to bring down the bottom a little bit so that we can scan the whole thing. Actually, you know what? We're just going to rescan this because I have an idea. I want to try and set a wallpaper in Windows too. I think we can do that, right? Let's see if we can figure out how to crop this and then save it as a wallpaper. Loki Abu and Raiders, hello and welcome. We are currently messing with probably the earliest scanner to ever be shown on Twitch. I am not 100% sure that it's the earliest scanner that will have ever been demonstrated on YouTube, because I found out someone has one that may or may not. I don't know if you saw my messages about that, Digital Ice Age. I would actually be curious if you had any time to research that. Yeah, this is an incredibly old scanner, and we are scanning some album art CDs, or CD album art, as a test because they are high quality prints. And I want to see if I can set this as a wallpaper. I'm going to have to recolor this. Audience saw Prodigy and was sold on. Windows 2 installed after much fighting, yes. There we go. Oh, it saved the response curve. This software is kind of awesome. So I thought you were connecting it to Prodigy dial-up internet. We need someone to emulate that kind of stuff. That would be fun. Desk looks like time traveled back into my teens. It is the setup that I have curated here. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and select just the top part, like this. And then edit, crop. This crop operation cannot be undone. Yes, I want to do this. This computer would not be able to play MP3s. Well, I'm not going to say no, because people like to make new software to have old computers do things that they should not be able to do. But in the time, MP3s did not exist.
Ultimate says CHER 100. I think you mean some bits of this software are kinda awesome. Sadly, the complete ensemble is what's the word I'm looking for. Oh, yes. End of line.
Ben, yeah. And thank you for the 100 bits. Oh, am I going to be able to save this in a format that Windows can use as a wallpaper? I assume Windows can only use BMPs for a wallpaper, right? Well, Paul Guy, the other thing is that it has to play it through the PC speaker. So that's the other problem. We got TIFF and TMDS. I bet we cannot save a TIFF or set a TIFF as a wallpaper. Jilted. But what I can do, we can save this image. For Windows, resolution has to match. Ooh. So we need to scale this to 1024. Oh no. I actually could never figure out where the scaling was that Ben said was in this. Can you open a TIFF in Paint? I don't know. We got size and position. Hold on. I'm going to select all. Edit, select. I love how it has to redraw this every single time. So we select the whole thing. Edit, position, and size. Okay, we might be able to do it here. We have inches. We do not have pixels. That kind of sucks. I don't know. Ben, what I think it is that you scale like this. Yeah, but I also don't know what the actual resolution of the image is. And if it has to be exact, that's kind of a problem. Is there anywhere I can see what the pixel size is? Let's find out. File, get info. And then 14. Okay. Hold on. What do you mean, beep beep? All right, wait a minute. We have to do thing. 640 by 480? No, this is actually 1024 by 768, but interlaced. It's horrendous. We're gonna go Windows, Calc. What'd you expect me to do? Math? Ugh, gross. Okay, so we're gonna go back to IBM Image Edit. Indeed, seems to have come out in late 85. Okay, interesting. File. Get info. Okay, now we'll see if I can switch to the calculator during this. Yes. Okay, perfect. So, we want... Oh, do I have to... Oh, this is weird. 1024 divided by 1413. So we want 72.4 something something something. If we go over, it will be slightly bigger, and that will be preferable. Can you do copy and image edit and then paste and paint? I don't know, because I don't think I could select this. No. All right, well, that is very good to know, Digital Ice Age. Okay, so I'm going to set this to 73% wide. But then we have a minor problem with cropping, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So 73% wide. We'll just scale both dimensions by 73%. Ban Windows calculator. Isn't this literally the whole point, though, to do the vintage calculator? Have you ever seen the Windows 2 calculator before? Wasn't that a novel experience? The advertising for Windows about how you could just select and drag everything everywhere. I don't think in this case that was it. Okay, position and size. And we're going to go 73%. 73. 73. Okay. Go. Now do copy. Oh, that might have worked. Oh well. I was intentionally trying to go slightly over, that way the image wasn't undersized. It's having a good think about this. That was actually pretty good. Okay, and then edit. Curious. I think I can manually resize it here by clicking and dragging. I don't want to since I did the math, but that's curious. Can I change tools? I would like to just select. Yeah, I think it's applying the transformation now. Okay, this is kind of awesome, by the way. I don't know if I've said that. Like, this rocks. This is so cool. Oh, we only have 5 minutes left. We better hurry. That means you too, computer. Get thinking. And while it's thinking, I'm going to grab my compact flash card reader because I think I'm going to have to... Oh, no. Is it not here? Because that's not it. Uh-oh. Where is that at? I think I'm going to have to convert it to a bitmap on a modern computer. Oh, I don't know where my compact flash card reader is. I think I used it for something. I didn't put it back where it's supposed to go. Dang it. Oh, that sucks. Did it finish? It finished. Okay. I mean, it kind of sucks that I'm losing the precision of the select here. Edit. Crop, I guess. Select all, copy, paint, post. Ooh. Edit, was there copy? That's curious. We can try that. Select. This thing is going to be so mad at me. Boom. Edit. Copy. Okay. Paint. If this works, this is ridiculous. Edit, paste, no way. Not enough clipboard. There's not enough available memory to create the clipboard image. Do I close image edit? Does it even supports wallpapers? Or how do I open control panel? Control. Look, we got cursor blank and we got double click. It's so many options. Perhaps we cannot save a wallpaper. Screen colors? I don't even see that. Oh, screen colors, yeah. Window, application workspace. Yeah, I don't think we get a wallpaper. Screen background. Nope, no wallpaper. Just color. I know you can do a pattern too. Well, that was a fun thought. Let's just go ahead and finish up saving the scan then, I guess. Now this is curious. It's redrawing here because I'm pretty sure it has the image loaded in memory and then it has to draw it to the frame buffer here. All right, we'll go ahead and save. That's really unfortunate. I can't set it as wallpaper. That would have been fun. Love how massive those buttons are. Oh, they're not though, actually. There's something weird about Windows 2. Crazy here, okay? Windows 2 supports UI DPI scaling. And the weird DPI that it picks for the 8514, which you can choose between two different ones when you don't use the scanner software driver. It has higher resolution fonts, and it kind of messes some stuff up. But yeah, it's specifically because this is running in a high DPI mode, which is really weird. Okay, well, I think we ran through everything here. Yeah. I have to do more filming with this, but I think we can do that all tomorrow. So in 3.1, if you want, you have to find a way to convert TIFF to BMP. It's going to be painful, so let's keep the entire bitmap loaded for the entire Windows session. Yeah, I think we'll do that, though. I definitely think we'll do that. Can I load a TIFF in Paint for 3.1? We'll find out tomorrow. Or I'll convert it in on Linux later when I find my compact flash card reader. But all right, that's it. It's all working. That is the 3119 with the IBM PS2 Model 70 through the 8514 card on Windows 2 with IBM Image Edit 2.0. You have seen it. That is the exact setup that IBM wanted to sell you in 1988 for desktop publishing, and it's actually pretty darn good. That's really, really cool to see that all together. I'm very excited to be able to make a video about this. This is pretty awesome. But that is going to be it for now. Oh, man. Ugh. Needs Paint Shop Pro. It's got IBM Image Edit. What more could you want? Yeah. Need that mouse? That is the IBM PS2 mouse. It is, it's very, yeah. I specifically sought it out so I could complete the computer. It is a thing. But all right, that's it for now, and it is outro time. All right. Yeah, the time delay between the server and the stream didn't really get fixed. Fortunately, with any of the internet changes, but hey, it's pretty good. So, but all right. I guess I can do this too. Here we are. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that stream. It was really nice to get the whole thing fully up and running finally. Tomorrow we've got some more stuff to look at with this, so the adventure will continue 20 hours from now. So if you want to be notified when that happens, you may want to follow the channel. If you want to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon or get a shirt like this one. But that's it for now, and I will see you all next time.